Hey there people, how's it going? This is Flawless from Flawless Rage 2 bringing you another video. As you see in front of you, we all know what this is. This is a PlayStation 4 controller. As you may know, on my last live stream, which was House Flipper, I said that I wanted to go back to PS4, doing some streams on there for a little while and stuff. So I got one, and this is the controller that I got. In really good shape, really good condition. But we're not here to look at this one today. The only thing I've done to this one, by the way, is replace the USB inside for charging. I want to do this. Presenting this. On the outside, it looks like a regular PlayStation controller, and yes, I currently have it switched on. However, this is a knockoff controller. Okay, this one here is official, and this one is a knockoff controller. This is what they call a Double Shock 4. Okay, I don't have the package in here, but you can search up what they look like online. This is a Double Shock 4 PlayStation controller. It's a third-party controller. A lot of people say knockoff. I don't want to say that. It's a third-party control pad for your PlayStation 4. It also will work with PS4 games on PS5. And it's got your speaker. You've got your ports at the bottom there, headphone port, and your extension port. Your USB at the top, just like on any other controller. It feels the same. It's roughly the same sort of size. And these retail, though I paid for this brand new out of the box, £25. These retail for, so quite cheap considering how much you're still going to pay these days for a PS4 controller, because PlayStation 4 is still very, very popular. Not a lot of people have got PlayStation 5s. They've certainly moved on, but due to when they were released and the event that went on that didn't even need to happen, PlayStation 5s are a bit sort of like short of supply and demand, and these are the things that these are the things what sort of like what happened. And these, I found this. I brought my son one a couple of weeks ago. Same thing. His was just plain black. This one's like a blue camo kind of design on it. And it works just fine. A lot of people slag these off online on YouTube and stuff, which I find to be unfair. They say, I've seen one that has got a controller just like this, where the buttons are a little bit different. So I don't know if these are like a revised version. But a lot of people say, oh, these need to be wireless and constantly plugged in. Bullshit. You can see there's no wires in it, and it's connected to my PS4. And a lot of people just slag them off and think that they're sort of like, they're not as good as an official controller. So far, I've had no complaints and noticed no differences except one. And it's kind of an alarming one, really. As we all know, with the PlayStation 4 controllers, when you charge them, they light up orange, and they'll charge, and then when they're done, the light will go off, okay? When you're charging them up like through your console in rest mode. This will do the same thing, and it will charge, and it lights up orange, but so far, I have never seen this switch off. In the couple of days when I've had this, and I've left it on there for hours on end, trying to charge it up, I have not noticed this turn itself off once it's done charging. It constantly flashes the orange light, which is kind of concerning, because is it constantly charging? Is it a fault with it? Is it sort of like going to damage the battery and stuff inside? And these are things that you got to think about. And also, when it comes to this, replacing the battery, it won't be easy. They don't use a standard PS4 battery. The connector on the end of it, what connects it to the motherboard, is a different size. So that's something to consider. But apart from that, I've played games with it, and everything, and I haven't got no complaints about it apart from that one thing. 25 quid for a new controller. Yes, it's not official. Yes, it is a third-party controller. But at the end of the day, it's something to think about if you're in the market for a new controller. If sort of like you're one of the people who, don't really know how to go about fixing controllers, or you have like a bit of stick drift and you're not confident in changing the things over, the sticks over, then it's a consideration, to say the least. But it will work on your PlayStation 4, all PlayStations. It works on all PlayStations. It works on PS5. I've tried it on mine, and yeah, it works fantastically. It has a nice constant connection, and everything. The speaker's reasonable. So yeah, if you're in the market, grab it. This is what they call, like I said, whereas they call this officially the DualShock 4, you know, they call that officially the DualShock 4 because that's the official Sony controller. This they call the DualShock because obviously DualShock is copyrighted. So there you have it. So if you want to see this thing in action, I can certainly do that. Let me just get off where I was. Okay, so if we follow the controller over to my Slim, which needs a clean. Trust me, it's been cleaned on the inside. You can see here my dashboard, and the camera's not focusing in very well. There you go. And you can see all of the games and stuff that we have on there and everything. And I'm using that controller. Look, I'm not pretending. I'm using that controller. And there you have it. That's a really, really, you know, not a bad little thing for the price. So yeah, if you're in the market for one, consider, and you don't really want to go out and spend, like I've seen these official controllers second hand for like £45 in some game shops, which is fucking ridiculous, considering you can buy a new one for what, a couple more quid than that maybe, or maybe some in some places less. Whereas this is brand new, a DualShock. I keep wanting to say DualShock, but it's not. It's a DualShock. 25 quid, done and dusted. So if you're in the market for a controller, give it some consideration and let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think? Do you have one of these? Do you have an older version where it's got the differently designed buttons? How have you been getting on with yours? Let us know if you have one of these. But in the meantime, that has been just a quick look at the DualShock 4 controller compared to a regular PlayStation 4 controller, the DualShock. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed Vinyl Friday. And yeah, thank you for watching this. And let us know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be notified of every single time I upload a brand new video or stream. Also follow me on Instagram at FlawlessRage2. But for right now, guys, it is time for me to go. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care. And nothing else is left to be said tonight, guys. But always remember to be you, be the true you, be the real you, be the gamer you. Because the real you is much better than being a fake. Okay? Thank you for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Cheers. And I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye, everybody.